Top headline here in Anchorage today, a small plane crashed into Lake Hood this morning. It was carrying 6 passengers along with a pilot, and it has now been lifted out of the water. But as reporter Taylor Burke tells us, the investigation is just getting started.
Bystanders were shocked to see a plane stall and crash in a lake in Alaska. This is the second time a Beaver has crashed on takeoff from this same lake. This is not the first time a plane has crashed on takeoff from this lake. We will try to understand why this is happening. Why did the plane stall? And what could the pilot have done to prevent the stall? Alaska has witnessed 2 plane crashes involving the same aircraft type, sparking curiosity about the recurring incidents. These accidents involved de Havilland Beavers equipped with floats, and both took place at Lake Hood in the state. The need arises to unravel the reasons behind these unfortunate events, shedding light on the factors contributing to the crashes. The mystery of why these specific planes are experiencing such difficulties during takeoff in this region piques interest and raises questions about safety and potential preventative measures. The aircraft at the center of these incidents is the de Havilland Beaver, notable for its float-equipped design. These mishaps unfolded on the waters of Lake Hood in Alaska, creating a focal point for investigation and inquiry. The use of float planes in this particular setting adds an element of uniqueness, as it prevents specific challenges compared to traditional takeoffs. Understanding the dynamics of how this aircraft type interacts with the conditions of Lake Hood becomes vital to discern the contributing factors to these crashes and the measures that could potentially enhance safety in this distinctive environment. Lake Hood serves as a bustling seaplane base, located in close proximity to Anchorage International Airport. This geographical proximity to a major airport brings with it certain complexities and regulations that pilots must navigate. With its significant air traffic, understanding the layout and operational intricacies of Lake Hood becomes paramount. This knowledge aids in ensuring the safe and efficient takeoff and landing of seaplanes, as well as the harmonious coexistence of seaplane activities with those of the international airport. Being well-versed in the unique challenges and procedures specific to Lake Hood is crucial for all pilots who use this seaplane base. If you're watching this video up to now, then don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel for more. The initial crash incident transpired during takeoff from the southeast water lane. This lane is notably characterized by its brevity, providing minimal space for aircraft to gain altitude. Furthermore, its proximity to the Anchorage Tower airspace adds an extra layer of complexity to takeoff procedures. Pilots departing from this short lane must navigate the constraints imposed by both its limited length and the need to swiftly maneuver to avoid infringing upon the controlled airspace of the Anchorage Tower. These conditions make takeoffs from the southeast water lane particularly challenging and call for precise piloting skills. Wind conditions have a significant influence on the takeoff process. In the case of the first crash at the southeast water lane, where takeoff space is limited, the plane's weight and the prevailing winds were critical factors. A short lane demands a swift climb to gain altitude, but if the aircraft is laden with passengers and cargo, it can impede acceleration. Also, winds, as indicated in the report, were blowing at 20 knots with gusts up to 16 knots. These crosswinds, coupled with the weight of the plane, could have made it challenging to achieve the necessary takeoff speed, potentially contributing to the unfortunate crash. These winds, blowing perpendicular to the aircraft's path, pose a challenge during takeoff, as they can push the plane off its intended course, potentially causing instability. The Beaver appeared to encounter difficulties in maintaining the correct pitch altitude during takeoff. This aspect emphasizes that even experienced pilots must be well versed in the nuances of the aircraft they are flying and consider the impact of factors like weight, winds, and pitch control for a safe departure. If you find this video informative, then be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And meanwhile, thanks for watching.